To ingest data from Kafka into Azure Synapse, follow these steps. First, understand the key components involved. Azure Synapse is a cloud-based enterprise data warehouse that allows you to integrate and analyze data from various sources. Kafka is a distributed event store and stream processing platform that allows you to handle high throughput and provides low latency. To start the ingestion process, you need to create an Azure Synapse workspace and a Kafka cluster. Once the workspace and cluster are set up, create a new link service in Azure Synapse to connect to your Kafka cluster. This link service will be used to authenticate and connect to your Kafka cluster. Next, create a new dataset in Azure Synapse to define the structure of the data being ingested from Kafka. This dataset will be used to map the Kafka topics to the Azure Synapse tables. Then create a new pipeline in Azure Synapse to define the ingestion process. This pipeline will use the link service and dataset created earlier to ingest data from Kafka. In the pipeline, add a Kafka source activity to read data from the Kafka topics. Configure the Kafka source activity to specify the topic name, consumer group, and other settings as needed. Then add a sync activity to write the ingested data to an Azure Synapse table. Configure the sync activity to specify the table name, write mode, and other settings as needed. Once the pipeline is created, debug and deploy it to start the ingestion process. Monitor the pipeline to ensure that the data is being ingested correctly and troubleshoot any issues that may arise. Best practices include using the correct data types, handling schema drift, and monitoring the pipeline performance. By following these steps, you can successfully ingest data from Kafka into Azure Synapse and start analyzing and gaining insights from your data. Remember to follow the best practices to ensure a smooth and efficient ingestion process.